Hello guys, welcome back to Flow 360. This is Shuman. Now I am going to create our next episode, which I have discussed in our previous video, that I am going to create a full video tutorial, and this is why we have decided to break this tutorial into some separate part. I have already created one video before some days. Now it is our second video tutorial. So in this tutorial I am going to teach you how to create some layouts. I mean how to create or how to design your application using layouts. So before starting, we have to know about what is layouts in Android. Layout, you can say, it is a kind of view group in Android, right? There are so many layouts in Android. Google provides so many layouts in Android. Some of those are linear layout, relative layout. They are common layout. Basically you can use it without using any library. Tab layout, etc. Android also provide a responsive layout which is called constant layout. If you want to make your application responsive, then you have to use constant layout here, like Bootstrap in your web application. So constant layout is a layout which makes your application responsive. I mean it works different in different size of device, right? So first discuss about linear, relative and tab layout. Linear layout is the most common layout in your application. Now I am going to create a design, like you can say kind of login activity I want to create here, right? See, the default layout here is constant layout. Android provides the default layout is constant layouts. So I have to remove it first for using my linear layout here. Linear layout, I have defined it in top of my file. Then it provides a text view in by default. I have to remove it also. See, before using linear layout, you have to mention the orientation. I mean it cover from where you want to create your design to. So it provides vertical and horizontal two value here basically. So I have to provide orientation here. See, they automatically provide two values here, vertical and horizontal. You have to decide which flow you want to choose, right? Verticals means from top to bottom and horizontal means from left to right. Vertical means from top to bottom. Here it is, I mean your text or design flows from top to bottom, and horizontal means from left to right, it flows like that. So my design basically depends on from vertical to horizontal, I mean from top to bottom. So I can use here vertical orientation, right? So it is defined. Then for margin you can use padding here like CSS in your web application, and the constant 20 dp I have used. Then you need to design which you want to see. First I want to create a login type screen here, right? So I need a text view here to define. Text view provides to allow you some kind of text on your screen, right? You cannot edit your text using text view. For using text view, you can show something on your application. So you have to select the default value height and width here, as I have discussed in my previous video. So I have to use wrap content here, then text you have to select for draw something on your screen. I can write here flow 360 login page, right? Then if you want, you can change your text size. You can write 20 sp here. Here everything will depends on your size, I mean sp, dp, dimension of pixel, depends on pixel. You can learn more about this using Android documentation page. You can say text color here #000, it's a hexadecimal format. For black color, you can click here to select different color. It automatically generates the hexadecimal color here in background, right? It is complete. If you want to change the orientation of the text, you can select the property like appearance, text appearance, or you can select gravity, center, for move it to center in your screen, right? Then for creating login screen, you need to create to edit text. Edit text work here as a input field, right? If you want to take something, I mean if you want to take some input from user, you need to use edit text here. Edit text provides you to taking input from user, right? Hide with here you can use for with match parent also, and you can use margin top 10 dp for separate some space from one control to another, for separate from. Then you can use a property which is called hint, right? Enter your user name. Hint work here as a placeholder in your CSS or web application, right? It is visible, but you cannot edit your hint from application. And you need to define ID for identify your control, et username. Yes, it is complete. Then you need to create another edit text for password field, right? Match parent, and you have to rename it because ID cannot be same or duplicate. The password, and you can change your hint from here. Okay, done. Enter your username and enter your password. Then you have to create a button for submit or login, right? Android provide a control which is called button. Here you can set wrap content also, and ID btn login login. Margin top you can use 20 dp here for separate one control to another, and a text field you have to use here for display. Login here, login you can use text size also. If you want you can move it from vertical to horizontal or from top to bottom as you can wish. So you have to use gravity also. See, it move automatically using the property layout gravity center. Okay, it's done. You can use total background color from your parent layout. You can choose it from the palette. Right, now for password field you have to use a property which is called input type. It shows you some asterisk text password which you want to give it convert to asterisk keyword, right? Okay, it is done. Your design part. For run you can choose your emulator from here. It is running. Yeah, it works successfully. You can write your username flow 360 and password. See, some asterisk. Okay, it is working successfully, right? Now it's time to create, or it's time to see how relative layout works. For using relative layout you have to mention relative layout here, I mean the top of the layout. See the design, it is changed, right? So you need to define some different property for using relative layout. First I have to mention some property here. For edit text you need to follow the design, I mean top to bottom. First I have to design this text view. After that you can create edit text. This is why you need to select a property which is called below, right? Below property help you to design or to draw the to control one after another. I mean, if I use the below property before after text view, then it will create, right, you need to write id for every control, right? tv text. Now I need to draw edit text in below, I mean after text view. So you need to write below, or you need to use this property like that. Then here you have to also use below property for draw after username. Yeah, it is working. Then here you have to also write the below property for draw password, and you have to change here. You don't need to define orientation here, it automatically set orientation from vertical horizontal. And the property which I have used in my linear layout, which is called layout gravity, will not work here, because you need to set center horizontal true here for your relative layout, right? Now it is working properly, and you have to remove it from and also set center horizontal true, then it is working properly. Okay, now it is done. You can run it again to check whether it is drawing properly or not. It is installing. After successfully installed, you can show the application in your emulator. Yes, it is working properly. And if you want to set password, it works same as your previous layout. Okay, thank you guys for watching my video again. Hope you enjoyed. If you have any question regarding this Android and anything related, I mean related layout, you can comment in our comment box. Okay, then after that, after my next video, I can show different video tutorial using design and development. So stay tuned with us, and thank you for watching my video again.